Dreams do come true. Just ask Jabo at Jabo's Barbecue on East Arapahoe Road. After selling from a homemade cart in a church parking lot in 1996, proves that if you've got something good to share, you should share it. After all, you may just get something more than you bargained for.
The recipe originally started from my dad, Jabo. His name was Jabo Lawson. He was the one that gave me the recipe, right? And so it's been in the family for over 50 years. I came out here in 1996. In June, there was a church called the Metro Church of God on the east side of the road between Orchard and Cayley on DTC Boulevard. Well, the minister Frazier at that time, who was the pastor of the church, he allowed me to set up and to try to develop a lunch crowd, you know, for the Denver Tech Center. And I was over there for 7 years, from 1996 to 2003. In March of 2003, we left the lot and came over here, and we've been in this place here for going on 9 years now.
There are a lot of stories of how barbecue was founded, but history tends to lead that its origins started in the South. According to Jabo, who calls himself the pitmaster, not everything is barbecue, even if it's called that on the menu.
I came in at the time when barbecue was really a high point in the Five Points area, so I was competing with the old masters. Now, since many years have passed by, a lot of those guys are no longer living. A lot of them have passed away. So I'm one of the original ones that's still left. So we cook the original pit barbecue here, the original ones.
Barbecue sauce plays a major role in how barbecue tastes. How the way the meat is cooked and his 12 different sauces has made for a great and authentic recipe served at Jabo's.
It's fantastic. We love it. We're regulars. Best barbecue in Denver.
All right.
Yes, absolutely amazing.
Key is the variety of sauces.
So now we have all the normal fare that's associated with barbecue. We have a beef brisket that we serve here, which is the meat of choice when it comes to barbecue. And what we will do, we'll take a 15 to 18 pound beef brisket and we'll trim all the fat off of it, right? And then we put it on the racks. I've got a pit in the back that will cook 700 pounds of meat. So we cook anywhere from 500 to 600 pounds each time we cook. And we'll cook for about 12 hours over pure hickory wood is what we'll do. And then I've got a pulled pork that is real popular in the South, where we'll take the pork shoulder, the pork butt, the bottom end of that shoulder. That's where all your original pulled pork comes from, okay? And so we'll take about 300-400 pounds of that at a time, and we'll cook it for about a good 8 hours till it gets real tender, moist, and juicy. Then we got links and we got dogs and we got all kind of stuff here. So it just depends on what you like, but we carry the whole list of what's really considered barbecue here. And we make it all from scratch, we do. 2 components to barbecue, right? There is the meat and there's the sauce. And I don't care who he is or where it come from, if you're missing any one of those, you don't have good barbecue. Do not care where he come from and who he say he is. With barbecue sauce, if you do not have a good barbecue sauce, you don't have good barbecue. I don't care where you come from. You gotta have them both. You gotta have the meat and the sauce to have good barbecue. I carry 22 sauces that I make from scratch, okay? But they're all originated from the creation from one sauce, okay? The original barbecue sauce that most rib houses is gonna have, I've got a rendition of that one, but all the other sauces that I have come as a result from that, was created from that one sauce. The old masters many years ago, they found that fruit would enhance the flavor of pork and chicken. Say for instance, the guys in Georgia, they smoke with a lot of peach wood. The guys in Texas, they use a lot of apple wood in their recipes. Some guys will use cherry wood. Why? Because they bring out the flavor of pork and chicken. So the other sauces that we carry here, the fruit-based sauces, are based upon that principle. I got a hickory mustard sauce that is made popular in North and South Carolina. I also have a smoky cherry that we carry, a smoky pineapple that we're featuring now. I got a mango sauce that we produce. And then I've got a smoky maple sauce and a conventional sauce. So we carry all of these 6 sauces, but out of these 6 sauces, I can make 22 variations of the sauces that we serve. Because we learned a lot that there's no 2 taste buds that are alike. And so if you're not able to cover the spectrum, you're not able to cover everyone's taste, you fall short. But whoever he is, if you don't have good barbecue sauce, you don't have good barbecue.
At Jabo's, you'll also be in for a treat with some homemade side dishes, including their bread, sweet potato fries, and their Utah scones that are Jabo's wife Susan's specialty.
These are my famous Utah scones. And when I make these, the trick is you have to stretch these out real thin. And then when you put them into the oil, you'll see the secret of how they puff up. They just take about a minute to cook. The recipe is from my grandmother. It's a very light, airy bread dough. And you can see how they puff up. And the nickname in Utah is elephant ears. And that was due to the shape that they made them look like an elephant ear. But we do ours a little bit different here. And this is based off the original recipe in Utah. I've had some people call them a sconut. I've had other people say they were better than Krispy Kreme, but and then once they get brown, you want to take a little scoop of honey butter, which I make here in house. It's a very, very creamy honey butter. And you put that on top, and then once that melts all over the top of it, you're ready to pick it up with your fingers and dig in.
You can't lose when you dine at Jabo's. You'll not only get a fabulous barbecue dinner, you may even get a history lesson or two on the ins and outs of authentic barbecue by yours truly, Jabo. Jabo's Barbecue is located at 9862 East Arapahoe Road and is open on Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Carryout is available. Call 303-799-4432.